Here we're going to go into some more details of how you can transmit wirelessly from your iPad to your computer in order to be able to present lectures. The key here is how do we get our iPad to talk effectively to the computer that's attached to the projector in a way that anything that's being displayed on our iPad is also being displayed on our computer. For this to occur, both the iPad and the Podium computer must be on the same Wi-Fi network. And I can't reiterate this, so before you start trying to do any type of connection, ensure that is happening. This is the most common issue that people have with doing these kind of wireless presentations. I'm going to show you a couple of different methods of doing this. The first method is to attach an Apple TV to your projector. Apple TVs cost between $60 and $150, depending what model you get. The newer, more expensive models also allow you to do this off of a Wi-Fi network, but that's a whole nother story. Attach your Apple TV to your projector, and then I'm going to show you how you'll connect to the Apple TV. This works pretty well if you have a projector set in one conference room. You can also take your Apple TV on the road and connect via an HDMI cable. For the older Apple TVs, you must make sure the Apple TV is on the local Wi-Fi network. For the newer ones, you don't need to. You then want to use AirPlay from your iPad. To get to AirPlay, if you drag up from the bottom of the screen on your iPad, it will show the little AirPlay icon here. Click that and find the Apple TV that you're trying to connect to. You also need to select the mirroring button. Sometimes this is hidden, and so you need to scroll down to be able to see it. And at this point, whatever you have playing on your iPad, whatever app you have playing, will display on the projector via your Apple TV. What about if you don't own an Apple TV, you don't want to purchase one? Well, a very good way of doing this is to turn your laptop into an Apple TV using an application called AirServer. Now, AirServer installs on your laptop, not on your iPad. They have both Mac and PC versions. It costs between $10 and $15, depending whether you use the educational license. They also have a free version if you just want to give it a trial and see if you like this. So install AirServer on your laptop. Make sure it's running, and at that point you pretty much do as I just showed you with the Apple TV in terms of you call up AirPlay, and this time instead of selecting the Apple TV, I'm going to select my laptop, which is showing there, and again scroll down and select mirroring, and after that, that goes pretty much the same as I showed you before. Regardless of which method of using AirPlay you selected, you can show anything, as I said, on your iPad. If you're showing a regular lecture, then you might want to just use PowerPoint or Keynote, and we talked about those previously, depending whether you're a PowerPoint or Keynote user. And of course, you can use multiple other apps such as SlideShark or Two Screens, particularly if you want to have a lot of screens going, you want to actively annotate a whiteboard, for example, or you want to show an image set that you have stored on your iPad. Here's just an example of what PowerPoint app looks like. On your iPad, you can go in here and be able to change the slides, at least with some basic functions, should you wish to. When you want to show your presentation, you go under Slideshow. Generally speaking, you load your PowerPoints up using the cloud. I've done a Dropbox here to get this presentation in. When you're in your presentation, you can use the Annotate button at the top here to be able to draw on your images. You can change the settings of the Annotate pen if you wish, and you can also blank the screen if you just want a blank screen to annotate on, for example. If you prefer to see your speaker notes, then go into the Presenter Show function. You can still annotate on the images using the Annotate pen, and you can hide your speaker notes and toggle back and forth if you wish. It also gives you the ability to be able to skip ahead to later slides and see what's coming. And PowerPoint is just one of many apps that you can display using the basic AirPlay function on your iPad. Again, just to reiterate, these are just transmitting whatever is displayed on your iPad screen to your laptop either via AirServer or via an Apple TV.